Hey everyone, welcome to Middle School Study Skills. Each week I will post a playlist, which is what you're seeing right now on this video, and it'll kind of run down what needs to be done for class throughout the week. As we are working through study skills, we're going to be working on the skills of things like time management, material management, executive functioning skills, and that kind of thing. We'll have two books that we're working on this semester. One is an executive functioning workbook, and it's got a spiral bound and kind of skinny. And then the other one is called the Middle School Student's Guide to Study Skills. And I'm going to ask that you bring those to class with you each Tuesday, because we'll kind of be bouncing back and forth to get the most out of both workbooks, because we won't be able to get through everything. We're going to kind of use both as we work through the semester. For Monday this year, or this week, For Monday this week, on a typical Monday, what you'll do is you'll just make sure that you have all of your assignments ready for class on Tuesday. There obviously were no assignments besides I asked you to answer a question just so I knew that you were in our classroom and kind of looking around. But on a typical week, Monday's kind of a day that you can catch up. Make sure you're ready for class on Tuesday morning. For Tuesday this week, we'll be in class during the day, but if you have time, I would like you to kind of familiarize yourself with how to use Google Classroom. You probably already have plenty of exposure, but here's a few quick videos on how to find different things in Classroom if you're confused or kind of newer to the platform. The ones I really want you to pay particular attention to is how to submit an assignment and how to upload a picture to Google Classroom, as we will be taking lots of pictures and submitting assignments that way. I also want you to take about 10 to 15 minutes to look through your executive functions workbook, which you'll get in class on Tuesday, and to kind of see what's going on there. And you can even preview the other book if you have time. The last thing I want you to do is, if you don't already have an Edpuzzle account, we'll be doing some videos and things on there. You should, because you used it for the orientation, the digital orientation, but you'll kind of make sure that you have an Edpuzzle account. Basically, all you do is log in with your Google account, and that will help alleviate some problems later on. All right, for Wednesday, what you're going to do is you're going to be working on your skinnier book with the binding, with the spiral bound thing, and you're going to focus on materials management. You're going to complete pages 4 through 9, not page 10 in your book. So basically what you'll do is you are going to read through and see what pages 4 through 9 have to do with, and you're going to be working on material management. So you're kind of thinking, you're rating yourself, how well do I manage my own materials? So you're going to kind of rate yourself from none of the time you do something, none of the time, to all the time, and then answer some reflection questions. And then you're also going to think about, if you're trying to stay organized, it gives you some suggestions on how to put things in a folder correctly so you know where things are, and you're going to tell me where things go. Okay? So you don't need to complete page 10 in your executive function book, so you don't need to complete page 10. And what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you take pictures of page 5 in your executive function book, and you'll upload that to Google Classroom. So I will add that to our PowerPoint, but it'll also be listed under your assignments. So you can kind of find assignments two places. They will always be on this playlist, but more specifics will be located within the assignment posts that I kind of set out for you throughout the week. The second thing you're going to do is you're going to click on this link. It's a video to a crash course in study skills video. And there is going to be a page on the assignment post in Classroom where you can print it off, and you're going to take notes on this video. Okay, you're going to show me what you already know about taking notes. For Thursday, this is when your Edpuzzle account's going to come in handy. You're going to need to watch this video, and there's some questions you're going to answer on Edpuzzle. And then you are going to complete pages 11 through 17 in your executive functions book. You'll notice that really it doesn't take too long to get through these pages, because there's a lot of illustrations and diagrams and that kind of thing to kind of explain things for you. Okay, so a little note, so you know, is on page 16. There are some things to take a look at. You're going to check to see whether there's an example of a planner in there. This is not your own planner, but you're going to take a look at the planner. It's Brad's planner on page 16. Or excuse me, page 14. You're analyzing his planner, not your own planner. So if you don't have a planner, don't worry about that. You're analyzing a planner in here to see if he is keeping it organized, if he has a good flow to his planner. Okay, so remember, every day you're going to kind of look through this playlist, but you're also going to check the assignment post in Google Classroom for what actually needs to be turned in. There's going to be, typically each day, there's something that you're going to attach through a picture and turn in. It might include a picture, it might include a document, but always check. There's two places to check: our playlist and then Google Classroom. Okay. And on Friday, what you're going to do is you're going to watch this short video. You can click on this link right here called Planning Study Time. And the last things you're going to do in your executive functions book for this week is you're going to tell me a little bit more about how you use your time. So you're going to complete pages 18 and 19 in your executive functions book. And you're going to think about, on page 18, it says, of the 24 hours in the day, estimate how much time you spend in the following areas. Create a pie chart to do this. And you're going to use colored pencils to represent each activity. Each segment of the pie chart represents 24 hours. So it's your 24-hour day. And you're going to tell me how much time you spend on things like homework, video games, internet, phone, TV, sleep, personal hygiene, that kind of thing. And then on the next page, you're going to make a schedule for yourself of things that you have to do after school. So maybe you have some chores you have to do at home, or sports practices, or homework time. Okay, so you're going to schedule that out, and you're going to also leave yourself some time for leisure activities like spending time with friends, listening to music, and watching TV. But you're going to plan your schedule for the rest of the week. So what a typical week might look like after you would be done with most of your learning for the day, whether it be here in classes or at home. You're going to kind of plan out your evenings. Okay, so we'll talk more about this in class when you join me, but how I have the class laid out is we'll kind of discuss in class, but I will help you plan out your week with homework. But ultimately, you're the main manager of your time. So if a different schedule works better for you, I try to make it so that you're done on Friday and don't have homework on the weekend. However, all assignments are not due until Sunday at 11:59 p.m. I don't really want you working on them that late, but that's when they're going to be considered due, is Sunday. So you have all week and weekend to finish your homework for the week. Typically, homework shouldn't take you more than 20 or 30 minutes a day. Some days it'll be significantly less, and some days it might take a little bit more, but you need to learn how to budget your time so that it's spread out through the week and it's not super overwhelming, because we know if we leave everything till Sunday night at 10 p.m., it's probably not going to be our best work. If you have any questions for me, feel free to email me throughout the week. I'm happy to answer questions, but I ask that it's done by about 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. on Friday, as I like to spend my weekend with my family and I don't always check my work email. So I look forward to having a great class and a great semester, and we'll talk more about all this in class. All right, have a great week.